Hey guys, Nick back here. So as you know, I am a really big Walking Dead fan, and I was thinking since we're in season 3, Walking Dead, that I would do reviews and predictions of this season and of the previous season before. But since I was gonna review every episode of like season 3, season 1, and season 2, I don't really want to go through every episode of season 1 and 2, so I'm just gonna review the seasons, starting with season 1, which this video is about right now. So, in season 1, we start off with Rick, and, well, Rick is the main character in the show. So, he goes and he wakes up in a hospital because he was shot and put in a coma. He wakes up and he has no idea what's happening. So, he gets out of the hospital and walks around. So, when he's walking around, he goes home and is looking for his wife and son, Lori and Carl. Lori being his wife and Carl being his son. Um, After that, he finds two black people. No racism there. Um, yeah, it's a father and a son also. Morgan is the father and Dwayne is the son. Anyway, they take him in and they tell him what's happening. They try and heal him as much as they can because he has no idea what's happening. So yeah, in repayment, he takes them over to his police station and gives them guns, and he basically teaches them everything. So yeah, after that, well, they also tell him that there's like a safe refugee center in Atlanta. So he thinks, oh, Atlanta, that's where my wife and son would be. So they split ways, and Rick goes to Atlanta, but you never see Morgan and Dwayne again in season 1 and season 2. They both have walkie talkies, by the way, that they can communicate with. You'll see that later. Um, so when he goes to Atlanta, it's completely overrun. So and he has to escape. So one other refugee in Atlanta named Glenn, who's part of a bigger group, helps him escape, and he takes him back to where he and his group are hiding. Glenn, Rick, and other people try to escape. They escape basically, but one of the people in the group named Merle Dixon gets left behind because he was being sort of racist and he was being like terrible to the group. He gets left behind. So when they get back to their camp, Glenn and Andrea, who's also in the group, Andrea, T-Dog, another girl whose name I can't think of at the moment, Morales, and I think that's it. Anyway, they have a bigger group outside the city, so they take them there. And basically, Rick finds his wife and son, and he feels bad about leaving Merle. When his brother comes back, he apologizes, but he wants to go back and find him. But when they go back, he's gone, and they have no idea what happened to him. So another important fact. They had guns in Atlanta. Rick brought a bag of guns, a huge bag of guns to Atlanta. So he has to get that back too. When they arrive back at the camp, there's a huge attack of walkers. Huge. And two members die, Jim and Amy. Amy is Andrea's sister, and she's never seen again. She's terrible, and Andrea falls into a state of depression, and Jim is bitten and dies later. Okay, yeah. And, there's also another character named Carol, and her husband dies, but he was, like, really abusive and terrible to her, so she's still sad, but is sort of happy, because she prayed for him to die. And her daughter, Sophia, I don't even know, it doesn't show her reaction. After that, they decide to go to the CDC, the Center for Disease Control. And when they arrive there, they find an old abandoned doctor named Edwin Jenner. Dr. Edwin Jenner, and he's the only doctor there. And he tells them, and he says, once you get in, you cannot get out. Once those doors shut, they won't open again. So they're having a great time. They stay there for a few nights. They're well eaten. They're well slept. There's hot water in the shower, which they thoroughly enjoy. But after that, like, they find out that the entire place is going to explode in a matter of minutes. So they try to find a way to escape. He's trapped them in there. He lets them out, but he tells Rick something. He pulls Rick back and tells him something, but you can't hear, and you're gonna find out what that is in season 2. So once they escape in the RV with Dale, who's another member of the group, I should go ahead and go through the members of the group. Okay, Shane, who's Rick's best friend. Dale, who drives an RV, which is important in the season. Andrea, whose sister died and carries around a gun. T-Dog, who's this big black guy. No racism. Let's see. Oh yeah, Morales left right before CDC. So no Morales. Carol, Sophia, Rick, obviously, Lori, Carl, Glenn, still there. And I think that's the group. And Daryl, yeah, he's still part of the group. So that's season 1 for you. We leave off when they're leaving the CDC, and yeah, the black girl in the at the building in Atlanta, she stays to commit suicide because she sees nothing to live for. So yeah, I'm gonna make another one for season 2, like directly after this, because I really want to see new episode for season 3. So expect that one like in a few minutes. So I know this video is sort of long, but I hope you stick around to see it all. Okay, bye guys. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Thanks.